Good morning, good morning. We're live. I don't know where the fuck we're at actually. Well, it's George Hill. I think it's called Thornton, Pennsylvania. Cheney Road. George Hill Correctional Facility. And this zesty ass sign. What the fuck does that mean? Fresh oil and chips. What does that mean? That's a whole street sign. Y'all ever seen a street sign like that? The fuck does that mean? That's a jail right there, bro. I don't know. That's like some kind of fruity activity. I don't know what's up with that. That's very suspicious to me. They're promoting fresh oil out front of the jail. I don't understand. Why? Why? Who wants fresh oil on their way to George Hill Correctional Facility? Yeah, that's the jail. I've been to that jail like a million fucking times. If you guys want some jail stories about George W. Hill, I got a bunch. But I just need answers to this. Why does it say fresh oil out front of the jail? Tell me now. Gay answers only. Gay answers only. Only gay answers will be allowed in the chat. If your response isn't gay, then I'm gonna ban you for life from my YouTube. So I need to know, why does it say fresh oil out front of the jail? Which one of you little faggots put that there? Which one of you little faggots is sneaking in fresh oil and chips into the jail? What up, though? What up, Timothy? Oh, shit. All good, man. All good. Hey, life shows up, man. You gotta attend to your business. Now, we're just, we're taking this little drive up to Westchester. And we're passing the jail, so I pulled over just to, like, kind of reminisce. Nah, really just to set up my live. But then I peeped this sign right out front of the jail. Like, what the fuck is that all about? I've never even seen a street sign like this before, and it looks like it's old. I mean, that sign's been there for a really long time. So I don't know what's up with that. But that's the jail for Delaware County. So this jail services Chester, Upper Darby. A lot of tough areas go to this jail. A lot of people from Philly come here too. I've been an inmate in that jail about 4 times. I've done years in a fucking county jail. I swear to God, I've been in that joint so many times. Oh, yeah, Westchester is fucking dope, bro. We're on our way to Westchester now. This is like Glen Mills or some shit. I really am curious, like, what that fucking sign means, though. Yeah, Westchester is beautiful, man. We're gonna have this little ride out through the woods out there. All the trees, like the pink cherry blossoms and like these maroon colored joints. Yeah, the colors out in the woods out here are crazy this time of year. What's up with that, though, man? Fresh oil and chips. What does that fucking mean? It sounds like they're harvesting humans. Man, I used to have the cell. My cell, well, one of my cells was overlooking this street right here. And I remember looking out my cell window and just seeing the cars passing by. And I was just thinking, like, God, if you could please get me out of this jam, I will never do it again. I will never break the law again. Just let me get out there. And then I would get out here and I'd break the law some more and I'd go back to jail. And then I would go back to jail and I'd be like, God, if you could please get me out of this one, I will never break the law again. Then I would get out and God would help me, and then I would break the law again. I just kept doing that for like years. God, please help me. I'll never do it again. And then you do it again. And it was so crazy when I first came home from jail. For like the 4th time, I kept going back to jail. And oh no, it was like the 2nd or 3rd time. And a buddy of mine got me a job doing contracting work. And the fucking contractor lived in, not this house, but the one past it. And his backyard was facing the jail. Mind you, we live all the way down by Chester. So we don't live anywhere near this area. And I get out of jail after doing all this praying and shit. And the job that God gave me, the guy owned, he lived in this house. And if you look back, you can see the jail. It was like I had just gotten out of jail. And this guy was a Christian too. It almost was like God was like, I gave you a job, buddy. Now fucking do it or I'm sending you back. I ended up going back. Back and back and back. It was like I loved going to jail or something. I remember the last time I was in jail, I didn't even want to come home because it was like I was so dug in. I had my friends. Like, you know, I didn't have to pay bills or anything. I know how fucking shitty this sounds. It was a long time ago. But I was in and out of placement since I was a child. So it's just like I felt comfortable being locked up. Then being out in the streets, it's like too much freedom or something. Like you need somebody to like control you and feed you and house you. It's a hard mentality to break yourself out of. I did break myself out of it, thank God. But yeah, I'll never forget like that last time. I was there for like 6 months. That was nice. Look at these trees, man. Yeah, I remember getting out, and I remember they were telling me like my release date, and I was like, damn, I'm not like ready to go, because I thought I was gonna have to go upstate for 2 years, so I was already mentally prepared to like stay for a while. So I was like dug in, you know. And then they were like, hey, great news, you're going home next week. And I was like, wait, what? I'm not ready to leave. Because I knew that if I got out of jail, I knew I was gonna fuck up. I just knew it. I knew I wasn't ready to like slow my life down. That some in me was just like, man, this is like staying in jail is the only chance I got in not having any more legal problems. And then it was like I got out of jail, and then boom, I ended up getting locked up in Philly. I went to a whole nother jail. I had to go to jail in Philly. I think the jail out here was even worse than the jail in Philly, though, honestly. This jail was crazy as shit. Like when I was in Philly, it was kind of, I'm not gonna say laid back, but it was probably crazier here. I seen more people get robbed and jumped and shit like that in the jail over here. What a life, man. I went from sitting in a cell to driving through the fucking woods, driving past the jail. I'm in one of those cars I was looking at, begging God to let me go drive one. I remember looking at the landscapers, the bulls that were cutting the grass. Holy fuck. Did y'all see that deer? Bro, its rib cage was out. That was disgusting. But I remember sitting in my jail cell and then just looking out and looking at the landscapers just cutting the grass, like the Mexican bulls. I would be thinking, man, I would take $5 an hour. I would take any amount of money. I was just jealous of the bull riding a lawnmower. I'm like, man. But then after a while, it was just like, you know what? You just like accept it. I thought I was gonna get a couple of years, but then I got lucky and I ended up. I wouldn't say beat the case, but I got a really good plea deal. I didn't have to rat or anything. They were trying to get me to rat, and they were saying, "Oh, if you don't rat, you're gonna get 10 years." Da 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 da. And I talked to the lawyer, and the lawyer's like, "Man, if you ratted, they're gonna have you by the balls forever." He's like, once somebody snitches, he's like, those cops, they don't let you. You don't just snitch once. Them cops want you to keep snitching. You don't just tell on one person and they let you off the hook. You'll never be off the fucking hook. That was coming from my lawyer. Taking it to trial, baby. We're gonna fight it. Beat that case up like Rocky. Where we at? Street Road. I think this ends up in Westchester one way or another. If you guys don't mind, please hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Helps me get in the algorithm a little more. I was scrolling through like the lives on the YouTube shorts, and bro, the weirdest motherfuckers get all the likes, and bro, it's just like pure brain rot on YouTube Live. You really gotta go like deep through the shorts to get to this point of lives. So if you made it here, you must have been doom scrolling for a while. Cause that's how I find this shit. I'll be sitting there doom scrolling for like an hour straight, and then suddenly fucking these random ass live streams of people doing weird shit start popping up. It's the same ones too that got me stuck in this weird fucking algorithm universe of just stone cold weirdos. Dude, these fucking pink trees are so crazy looking. Yo, look at this one. Look at bro. It's crazy because this is only gonna be like this for like this season, I think, and then they die out. That shit looks crazy. Hold on. The way this shit piles up. Oh, wow. Yo, you guys, I didn't even see the comments. What's up, everybody? The comments was just frozen on me. Mr. Good, what up, homie? Wait, it says... let me see. Sound like my cousin Roy. Yeah, bro, you know what? I just missed all the comments, and it's gonna take too long to catch up. My fault. What up, though, mister? Yeah. Said if you were real, you wouldn't even talk about it. I can't even believe, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you think, Ronnie. Go suck a dick, bitch. The fuck is you talking about? If I was real, fuck out of here, pussy. I ain't here to prove myself. Now look at these beautiful pink leaves, you fucking faggot. Look at how beautiful this pink tree is, you fucking dork. If you was real, just look at these pink leaves and fucking pray and meditate. I'll be rude if I want. Nah, I don't have any open cases. I haven't had it. Well, I did have a case a few years ago. No, I haven't had any. I haven't had any legal issues in like years, bro. And any jail stories, the last time I was in jail was like 2011. So I could talk about whatever I want. I could talk about whatever I want. I could be as rude as I want. I could act how I want, look how I want. I could do whatever the fuck I want. Respectfully, the only reason I get mad is if a motherfucker's like, oh, you ain't real, all this. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. No. We good, Ronnie. We good, Ronnie. Sometimes I try to match energy and I overshoot the mark. It's something I do. What's up? Bompton, Paru. Shout out Bompton, man. Shout out Bompton, Compton. Shout out all that, bro. It's beautiful out here. Nah, you good, Ronnie. You good, Ronnie. Nah, I know there's a lot of jail. There's like a lot of jail YouTubers. Yo, there are mad YouTubers that just straight up be lying, bro. Like a lot of these like criminals, like the dudes that do like they interview criminals. These bros be lying, bro. These bros be lying about fraud. They lying about selling drugs. They be lying about all that shit. And they'll go on a whole tour. They'll like write a book. They'll do documentaries. And I could sit here and say names. I don't want to like fuck my YouTube career up before it even started though. But Yo, there'll be so many people that on YouTube that fucking lie about that shit, so I don't even blame somebody for thinking that. I be listening to these people sometimes just like, how does this boy have like 1 million views? He's obviously lying. But then I gotta remind myself, like, your average person hasn't been in the streets. They don't know that this person is a fucking liar. But that's why we're out here in the woods trying to get some positivity. You been on yards? Yeah, no, I hear you, bro. I hear you. Yeah. Yeah, no, facts, bro. Yeah, that's a jail maneuver. That's a jail move, like trying to outsmart people, trying to be slick, trying to fucking play little political games. So I never played the politics in jail. I just stayed to myself. I mean, I had my friends and shit. I had my boys. We rocked out together, but I don't play no politics. I didn't pick no. I mean, I guess I picked my people, but PA jail is different too. We don't like if like maybe my immediate crew was all white boys because we were outnumbered, so we really had to like kind of watch each other's backs. But like not all white boys could hang out with us though, because some of the white dudes was pussy, or they was like weirdos and they couldn't chill. Like we couldn't have them around us because it wasn't there was not enough of us anyway. So bringing on some weak motherfuckers was just a liability. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm listen, bro. That shit is far behind us. It's crazy because like damn near all my friends out on the streets is all black or Spanish too. But yeah, man. Westchester is nice as fuck though. It's I don't even know if this is Westchester for real. I just call everything out in this direction Westchester. Yeah, a lot of those dudes were PC. You're right, bro. A lot of them dudes were PC, or like a lot of those dudes just went to jails where it's like there's not really, they didn't go to like known jails, so there's nobody to really check them. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have somebody that did mad time in like some random prison in like Oregon or somewhere where there's nobody really checking them for it. There are some YouTube guys that are official though. There are some guys that are official for sure. They're not all bullshit, but man, there's a lot of bullshit. Yo, Forces, what up, my guy? How you feeling today, man? We just riding, talking some shit. Okay, yeah, we are on Westchester Pike. Westchester's like a huge area. It's like surrounded by all these woods and like mansions, and it's got this little city part. If you're not familiar with it, we're gonna drive into the city right now. But it's, for the most part, Westchester is big money. So you know we gotta show you the one hood part. We got to. Yo, people, Westchester people get so mad when I drive through the projects. When I drive through like the ghetto part of Westchester people, oh, why do you always show the bad part? It's like, yo, calm down. It's like they're ashamed that they have a Section 8 housing development. Is it like they'll go on there and they'll try to be like, oh, this isn't the hood, this isn't. I'm like, man, I'm not saying there's like bullets flying all over the place or anything. I think Good, Mr. Good, you were in here the one night when we were trolling. I was trying to troll, but none of the Westchester people showed up. So here's a little city. It's really a college town, like Westchester University. You will probably see a ton of college kids out right now. Well, I don't know about now. They might be in class or asleep. A lot of nice restaurants up here too. Hey y'all, could you hit the like button for me, please? I see y'all liking all these weird ass motherfuckers fucking videos who be sitting there giving you brain rot. Let me get a like, man. Don't be stingy with the likes. Y'all be liking weirdos fucking videos all day. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you, dog. Bro, I'll go on somebody's live, and they would just be sitting, like, there's the one bull who has his face painted like a clown, and he just sits there and, like, says, but he'll have, like, 500 viewers and, like 200 likes, and I'm like, whoa, who the fuck is liking these weird-ass videos? Can I turn here? See, this is where all the restaurants and shit are. Can I even turn right here? Yeah, that's like all the restaurants and shit. It's real nice down there. And it's like a lot of these old, it's like, it looks like Philly, for real. Like the row houses and shit. That kid's like tweaking. I don't know what's up with him. He looks like he's plotting a robbery. Yeah, bro, some of the fucking lives that I see are crazy. Like, the lives that are in the short feed, like, once you doom scroll for like 20 minutes, you start getting into those weird lives. It's like dudes with their faces painted like clowns. There was one dude that I see with, like, he wears like a toilet bowl, a toilet seat around his neck, and then he had like a poop emoji on his head. And he was just sitting there, like, repeating himself. I forget what he was saying. Dude, there was like 1,000 people watching. Yo, I swear to God, bro. Yeah, bro, I seen that dude. Yo, I seen that dude, bro. I seen that dude, yo. And they'll like his video, and then they'll come listen to me for like an hour and not even fucking double click the like, man. It's crazy. Is what it is, though. It's crazy because, like, if you do live enough, you do actually make money. So that's a crazy part. These people really be lying, saying that they be trying to say there's no money in YouTube. They're lying because they don't want y'all to get involved. They don't want other people to make money. They want to like kind of gatekeep. So they tell you, oh, YouTube, you can't make money. Yeah, okay. You see some of those lives, people on live, like, just fucking sitting there with their face painted like a fucking tiger, and they're sitting there drinking out of a water bowl or something, just doing some weird random shit. Them bulls be actually making money, low key, and then people don't even realize it. I mean, hey, get your bag, man. I'm not gonna tell you. I can't tell you what to do. Oh yeah, hell yeah. There's a lot of them are fence zombies. A lot of them, there's a lot of like homeless people. They be living in their car. I lived in my car before, so I'm not even trying to knock them. That's a hard life. I lived in my car for probably not. I lived in my car for one summer. I'm trying to think. Nah, it was cold and then it got hot. I just remember it was tolerable in the in-between time, but when it was cold, it was complete torture, and when it was hot, it was complete torture. Because you have to keep your car running all night, or either you're gonna sweat all crazy or you're gonna fucking freeze your ass off, so you kill your car or possibly die overnight. Dude, living in your car sucks. I'd rather live in a shelter. Bro, have you seen a bull? There's a bull that, like, he paints his face like a clown, and he waves dildos around and shit. He always has all these like different sex toys, and he just sits there saying weird shit. The thousands of likes, thousands of views. It's like, yo, brain rot has really taken over our society. Because that's what I'm peeping it is now. These people do shit like that, like the repetitious, when they like repeat the same line over and over and over again. It's the same thing they do with music, like with rap songs, how they'll just get some like, it'll just be some basic ass hook, it'll be lame as hell, it's mad repetitive, and somehow it's just like a #1 Billboard charting hit because somebody puts money behind it and makes it go viral. It don't naturally go viral. Some of these people do though, they just stay consistent. That's the other thing I gotta keep in mind, is that some of these people that are YouTubers that are weird as fuck, and I'll be wondering, scratching my head, how do they get so many views and likes? But then I'll peep, they've been on YouTube for a minute grinding. So that just confirms to me, okay, what's this meat stick doing? Yeah, take a left, because there's no other way to go. Now that's a man. That's a real man right there, boys. A real man's man right there, boy. Beautiful little town here, though. They got, like, some of these, like, you see these little row houses. Like, these joints would be these little small row homes. Philly style row house, but it'll be worth like 500K to $1 million. I'm talking about like one of these joints are not even like these, probably in the 500K range. Yeah, this would have to be like close to it, because Westchester is just so much money. So you get this little ass house for like $500,000. I'm not even exaggerating. Look it up on Zillow. But it is beautiful. See those pink leaves falling everywhere. Hey, you guys, double tap that screen for me. Don't be stingy with the likes, man. Don't be stingy with the likes. I'm trying to bring y'all a break of positive content in between the fucking brain rot you're consuming all day. Let me get a like, man. Y'all donate money to some girl because she got big tits. You won't even click the like button for a motherfucker who's trying to do something positive. Big Major. We're in Westchester. We're just riding around right now. I gotta be somewhere at 12, like 2 hours, so I'm just gonna cruise around. We just chilling, man, checking the city out. Bro, you can't tell me not one of you fucking people can't click the like button. How is it on 2 likes? There's no way only 2 people liked it. I don't believe that. Cause yo, I'll check my view count, and it'll say that like 5,000 people watched the video. But then I'll go back and look at it later, and it'll say 500. They literally changed my view count and my like count. It doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna take screenshots to prove it. So this is Westchester University right here. Yeah, this is like part of it. It's a big ass campus though. Yeah, no, it's very bizarre, bro. Cause you would think like probably like 500 something people have come in and out of the room. And I know for sure 5 of them, at least 5 people, that is my people, yourself included. Bro, it only says 3, it only says 2 likes for me. So it says 3 for you, it says 2 for me. So yeah, they alter this shit. They alter it because they don't want someone normal on your live feed. When you're doom scrolling, these likes, these type of lives only pop up from doom scrolling. And typically when people are doom scrolling, they're experiencing severe brain rot. And YouTube, so they don't like when you break up the brain rot. You know what I mean? They need you to keep it going. What's up, CBI? Florida. I love Florida. I lived in West Palm Beach for like 7 years. Like West Palm, Lake Worth, Montana. Love Florida. Love Florida. We're in Westchester, Pennsylvania. I'm from PA, but we lived in Florida for a long time. I definitely gotta make another Florida trip soon. I'm mistaken about what? I mean, West Palm Beach is definitely crazy. West Palm is definitely crazy, but I love Florida, man. I mean, I'm from the Philadelphia, bro. I grew up outside of Philly. Like, it's fucking ghetto. It's crazy as fuck. Going to West Palm is like, it was like hood paradise. So this is all Westchester campus. I love Florida though. I love how crazy it is. Temperature is like perfect right now. It's like 70. It's like 70 something. I'm a good wizard. I'm a wizard of positive vibrations. I mean, it's kind of like expensive to just pick up and move, you know. Plus, I don't know if like I'm from PA. Like, I don't know if I could really just full time. I just got homesick, honestly. But all my family, I didn't have any family. Do have family in Florida, but they're like super fucked up. So, like, really, might as well not have family there. So everybody, my people, my lifelong friends, you know, everybody was up here. So I just decided to come back. Switzerland. I don't really know too much about like Switzerland. I mean, yeah, I don't really know too much about it, honestly. I watched some videos. If y'all ever watch that dude Peter Santinello, I like watching YouTube. I like watching YouTube shit like that. That's like educational or like nourishing for your mind. But then I get caught up in the shorts and I start rotting my brain away with the doom scrolling shit. I'm assuming a lot of you probably were doom scrolling. That's how you ended up on this live, unfortunately. But it's okay. You're here now. You're here now. So hit the fucking like button, goddamn. Holy shit. You think I'm asking for one of you to donate a kidney? I'm asking you to like the goddamn video. What's I guess that's an interesting question. Like, if you guys could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? Would you move? Would you stay where you're at? If I had the money to just move and live anywhere, it would be somewhere in Florida, I think. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, bro, I know I brought up Peter Santinello because he did a video on Switzerland, and it's beautiful. Beautiful country, man. I guess part of me is like part of me like flourishes off of like a little bit of chaos. Not too much chaos, you know? But like, you know, maybe somebody gets robbed or shot every once in a while. Like, if it's like too quiet for me and like too peaceful, it's like, I don't know. Yeah, it probably does sound crazy, but it is what it is. Alright, I just did a huge loop. Let's get back. Let's go to the hood. Y'all want to see the trenches of Westchester? Hey, yo, Orb. No, don't delete those comments. That's a fact, bro. If I could afford to go anywhere, I'd fucking leave too. I'd find a whole nother solar system. Cause our society is fucked, dude. Our society is fucking cooked. From like the music, the movies, the pornography, like the fucking brain rot on YouTube. Dude, society is cooked. So hit that like button to save humanity. Damn, look at this, yo. Oh, we're gonna take a little walk here. Yo, this is crazy. All these trees are sick, look. Let's go. I want to give you guys some beauty in between all that brain rot you're doing to yourself today. Let's break up the brain rot a little bit. Listen, I don't need you to donate a kidney. All I ask is that you just hit the like button. All right? I don't need you to top me off and give me a happy ending. Just click the fucking like. God damn it, I'm desperate. I'm desperate. Yeah, this looks sick. Dude, look at these. It's like the pink leaves look so fucking crazy. So bright. It's like snow. It's like pink snow. Looks like we're in some kind of Harry Potter movie, right? Walking into another dimension. Then it's just crazy. My man. I'm gonna avoid the playground. People don't like it when you're like a damn. There's like too many single moms with kids walking around. I feel weird like recording them and shit. Actually, a little cold today. A little nippy. Don't bake the Karens. They're just like fucking floating around the best part though. It's like, damn, alright, you know what? It's like, I don't want to record your kids, but god damn it, will you move? Look at this. Look how crazy this looks. I feel like the colors aren't really popping out on the camera like that. Are they? Bro, this is crazy. It's like snow. Yo, no, they're heavy in attendance. Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday is when the Karens get activated. Seroptism International. What the fuck is that? It was beautiful. That was crazy looking. What are these, like the cherry blossoms, I think they're called? Yeah, it's a lot of money out here. Is that a tree house? It doesn't look safe. That's unsustainable. Oh, we're about to hop in a V and go down to a P. You've been 4 times. Where? Japan? Wait, what made you say Japan? Oh. Oh, what is that? Is that like a Japanese tree? See, I didn't know that. It looks crazy though. I don't remember ever noticing them like this. We don't, like where I grew up, we don't really have them like this everywhere. They're around, but not like this. It was like Westchester, and then we were in Delaware, it was like this. It's just like these pink leaves all over. Like it looks like pink snow. What is Japan like? I left the country twice. I went to Thailand once, and I went to Canada. I feel like Canada is not really, like, Canada doesn't really count though. Canada just feels like a part of America to me, honestly. I don't really see them as like from another country. You know what I mean? They just need to hurry up and become the 51st state already. Yeah, the Japanese, they say the Japanese are like the most, what is the right word? They're like at the top of the food chain as far as Asians go. They say Japanese are like the most, what is the right word? I don't know. Elite? When I was in Thailand, skin color is like a big thing. Like if a woman has, like, the lighter a woman's skin color is, basically the more valuable she is. Society is kind of like that, period, though, unfortunately. People should just be, people should be respected for their soul, you know? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are cherry blossoms. I hate when people wave thank you for letting them go when they had it right away anyway. It's like, come on, you're being too nice. You're being too nice. What is wrong with you? It's crazy. For some reason, there's like an attitude like that in Philly and the Philly area. If you're like too nice, people think you're weird. Like, what are you being nice for? And I remember going to like other states or like leaving the country, and people like nice and friendly, and you're like, why the fuck are you guys so nice and friendly? Like, what are you, a bunch of pussies? But then it was like, oh wait, no, they're just good people. They're just good people. You're just used to being around a bunch of scumbags. So this is like a little projects. That's like one of the projects of Westchester. How the fuck can I get in there? I'm gonna get up in there. Get all up in that shit. Yeah, Westchester people get so mad when I go to the projects. Like, stop showing them. Oh yeah, I think we actually talked about this before. Yeah, the skin bleeding shit is crazy, bro. You know what else is crazy? The fucking that eye surgery. I know we talked about this before. Asian women are getting that eye surgery to make their eyes look like more like white people's eyes. I don't know what's up with that, man. We need to celebrate individualism more, you know what I mean? We need to celebrate individualism. I hate like propping someone up because of something aesthetic. Even like a beautiful woman, I hate propping someone up just because they look good. I hate it. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I guess it's flattering, but I wouldn't want to be with somebody that's just because of physical attraction. So here's the projects, Westchester projects. This is tiny. It's just this little John. Just this one little court with a bunch of houses on it. And then they got another projects on the other side of the city, so let's drive there. Because the whole city is beautiful. Even the projects are nice. I wonder if it's bad down here at all. I wonder if they like hustle or anything down here. They probably do. There's probably a little trapping going on back here or something. Yeah, hell yeah, forces. Exactly. I would rather be with a woman that's less attractive, but like more spiritually grounded. Me personally, I never praise somebody for the way they look ever. I don't give a fuck how bad the chick is. I will never praise somebody just because of how they look. Never. Unless it's my girl. Oh damn, look, gas is $3.89. It's starting to go back down. Let's go, baby. Of course I filled my tank yesterday when it was still $4 fucking. Yeah, looks fade away, that's for sure, man. They sure do. Yeah, you could get, and you know what? Yeah, bro, like, I say that, like, the chick that I was with before my girl that I'm with now, like my ex, was, bro, she was bad. I'm saying she was, like, a lot of guys would probably put her like in an 8, 9 maybe. I don't know. She was bad as fuck. But once that wore off, once it's like you kind of get over the fact how bad she is, I started realizing like she's just not really a good person though. She's not encouraging me to have like healthy habits. She's not encouraging me to like have faith in God. She don't encourage nothing that really is gonna help me grow like as a man. Like my lady does now. She encourages all the shit that my ex didn't. You know what I'm saying? And my ex, I was just strictly with her just because she was bad. You know, people see you in public, or like my friends would be like, "How the fuck did you pull that?" Because I'm a pretty regular bull, so I just. But yeah, that shit, it's just not enough for me. It's not enough for me, man. And once you get to realize how, but some men, it doesn't matter. Like that person can still, men and women, that person is still show you how fucked up they are, and people still stay with them because they're attractive, or they think they can't get someone that's more attractive. People really be worried about that. That's why there's so many failed marriages. That's why there's so many miserable motherfuckers, because everybody just wants to go after who's the best looking one. And you got good looking people that are great people, but a lot of people that are physically attractive have big egos, and don't really deserve the attention they get. But not all. Of course, not all. But you know that old, like, I don't know, expression or whatever, like a hot woman can you'll let her get away with more than a regular woman. Well, with me, I'm like the other way around, man. If you're used to having an ego or bossing men around, you're gonna get the total opposite from me. So you're gonna hate me and leave, or you're gonna respect me. That's that. I'm not like a demanding guy in a relationship. Just basic, be a decent person. So here are, I think this is like one of the projects in Westchester. This is like the little hood part of Westchester. If any Westchester-onians hear me say that, they're gonna shit their fucking pants. White hair. I'm aging like exceptionally well. I'm really lucky. I hated it, like when I was growing up though, I always looked really young, and I hated it when I was like 18. You know, people still thought I was like 15 and shit. But now that I'm getting older, it's kind of a good thing. I got a couple white hairs in my beard though, but that's about it. So this used to be like all houses like this. This used to be like a little hood down here, and it was kind of crazy. They knocked it down and replaced it with this. And these houses are probably worth a couple $100,000. I mean, I don't know, 4. I don't know. There's no way even knowing anymore how much something costs. I bet you some of these joints will go for 400,000. Let me get this go side bull. He came in here, did that earlier. So this is the other projects. I don't know why. I just think it's interesting looking at like the low income part of rich towns. Cause I used to live in a spot like that. I used to live in a spot. It's basically like the projects of a really rich town. So it was kind of like a joke, you know. It's like, oh, it's the bad part of Wallingford. But the thing that people don't consider is that even if you live in a nice city, life is hard when you live in poverty, bro. Like, it doesn't really matter what city it's in. Cause I lived in bad parts of Philly. I lived everywhere, and the experience is usually the same. If you live in a drug neighborhood or something like that, man, it doesn't really make a difference how nice the city is. You live in this nice ass city, but don't really like appreciate it like everyone else. Remember Toonami? Nah, I never seen Toonami. I'm older than you though, bro. I'm 43, so I got a couple years on you. We used to watch. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I grew up with like Ninja Turtles was my favorite show. Ninja Turtles. What else? Yeah, I know people even say I even sound young. I'm mad immature too, so it's alright. You know, I had a growth spurt when I was like in my 30s. It was crazy. It was weird, like I didn't complete puberty till I was like in my fucking 30s. But yeah, we Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles was my favorite show. That's why that comes to mind first. Like, I love that shit. I had every fucking toy. Some kid had like the sewer set. It was like this big thing. I stole it out of his backyard. And then he came over to my house and seen it. And he was like, oh, he's like, that was mine. And I just fought. I was like, no, my dad bought this for me. I was a little fucking thief. I was not a good kid. I turned out pretty good. Probably most people would have thought probably I'd be a scumbag by this point in my life. This is pretty cool that I'm not. You had the Power Wheels Ninja Turtle van. Oh shit. Yo, I wanted the Power Wheels so bad, bro, and my parents would never get me one. Like I would always ask them for Christmas, for my birthday. They just wouldn't. I don't know why. They just wouldn't do it. I don't know if they were like, man, expensive or what. The Power Wheels were the shit. Oh yeah, the Power Rangers. I used to watch the Power Rangers. I used to watch that before school, actually, every morning. That was a weird show. When you go back and look at the Power Rangers now, it kind of it aligns with a lot of the brain rot you see on YouTube. A lot of the like anime and a lot of shit that comes from Asia that we watch is literally brain rot with intentions to brain rot us. I think Power Rangers, maybe it sounds crazy, but if you go watch an episode of Power Rangers, it's something creepy about it, bro. And like the Teletubbies, shit like that, there's something creepy about this shit. I can't really put my finger on it. But it was still the shit. I watched that shit every fucking morning. See, that probably, I'm gonna date myself now. My first like cartoon that I ever remember really being obsessed with was He-Man. And I remember my neighbor, we lived in Brooklyn, and my neighbor had like every single He-Man toy, but then once he passed a certain age, his mom like wouldn't let him. When we grew up, there was an age where you passed where it was like, okay, you can't play with kids' toys anymore, you can't watch kids' shows, it's time to grow up. So when he hit, I don't know, 12 or whatever, his mom made him give away all his He-Man toys, and I was the neighbor. I got everything. They had one John that was called Skunkoid. It was like one of the He-Man villains, and it actually smelled like a skunk. They made the actual toy smell like a skunk, and it was like a permanent smell. It wasn't real strong, but it just never went away. It was a strange John. Lunchables. Yo, the Lunchables pizza was the best one. Yo, for real, He-Man, they wouldn't even know what gender it is nowadays. I think this is like another little low-income housing joint too. Westchester low-key does have like a couple of them, but for some reason it's blasphemous to acknowledge it. People get so mad. If you look at, I did a video of like driving through the hood parts of Westchester, just for the fuck of it. If you go look at the comments, you see how salty people get. weird. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. I might be going down, if everything goes according, I'm going down to the shore tomorrow. I'm gonna try to go down today and spend a couple days down there. So, shit, we might be in Wildwood tomorrow. So yeah, tap in with us tomorrow, bro. We should be in Wildwood. I'm gonna try to make it happen. So yeah, yes sir. Have a good rest of your day, my dude. God bless. Stay prayed up. Vicious, wicked out here. Wicked out here, man. You gotta stay prayed up, brother. Let me get a couple likes, man. Y'all are so stingy with these likes today. What the fuck? Yo, shout out to that one person out of that 30 people that just liked the video. We got two of them, two of y'all. You're both rock stars. And God is going to bless you with great things. And he just got all these random little spots. But like, this neighborhood back here used to be like the hood part of Westchester. So I don't know if it still is. But I remember coming back here back in the day because I messed with this girl that lived back here. It was kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. They had like gangs. There was like gangs in Westchester back in the day. Yo, if I say this, people that live in Westchester right now will go crazy. But back in the day, there was gangs in Westchester. And they used to beef with each other and all that. It wasn't like, I don't think it was like shooting and shit, but it was fighting. There would be people get stabbed sometimes. But they pretty much just transformed the whole town into a college town. So there really is like none of that going on anymore. Which is a good thing, I would say. Yeah, the sky is all blue. You're right, it is. I'm sure they'll change that before the day is over. Hey, what's up, Walter? Yeah, Graf. I'm sure they'll fill it up with skies before the night falls. They gotta hide those portals and orbs. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Daddy. Gotta hide the orbs. What time is it? Yeah, I'm gonna try to go. I think I'm going down to Wildwood tonight. I'm gonna go to the beach and like, I'm gonna see if those orbs are flying around off the shore. They gotta be. Like whatever that shit was I seen in Salem. I'm gonna see if they got it going on over the ocean tonight. Top poetry schools? I did not know that. I did not know that at all. That's interesting. It's a huge school. I mean, it fills up. Everybody you see walking around is a college student for the most part. I mean, he looked like, oh wow. Then let's go see that burger. I used to go eat in that joint once in a while. That's weird. You don't usually see abandoned shit like this in Westchester. Yeah, that's interesting. I never knew that. Yo, bro, sometimes they really be leaving these abandoned buildings wide open. I don't know if any of y'all were on the live the other day. I found this abandoned bowling alley, or it was abandoned movie theater And it was just like wide open. I just walked right into the shit. It was on like one of my lives the other day. It should be posted still. Damn, homie. The home of the Whopper. The home of the Whopper, homie. No more Whoppers, Westchester. He said, nope, no Whoppers in Westchester. Oh, you worked at this Westchester? Oh, you worked at this Burger King? What did I just say? That's funny. There's one random rose. Just one. Just one rose. Yeah, no, I know, yeah, all good forces. I'll probably be on for like another hour, 2 hours, something, so we're chilling. Yeah, I was here, couldn't have been here like this actually, nah, it's been like this for a few years, come to think of it. I remember coming here, I used to drive DoorDash, and I would come up to Westchester, like at nighttime, because it's all the college students. You could just drive around and just make decent money. And I stopped here a bunch of times, like to pick up food. That was just like 2 or 3 years ago. So I don't know. Boarded up drive-through window. Boarded up drive-through is crazy. Every rose has its stone. That's a great song, bro. Oh nah. But you know that's why there's a reason they don't make their beds comfortable in Asia. Comfortable, we make our beds so comfortable that we don't want to get the fuck out of it. That's not good. I remember when I was in Thailand, we were sleeping. She said, 7 pillows. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the Burger King went out of business. It's like right there. It was always busy. But maybe Westchester just felt like it's too trashy. I could imagine, because I don't think there's any fast food anywhere in this whole city now. It's all like nice restaurants. I don't think they got any hood spots or anything. Can I turn right here? Oh yeah, Graph's the homie. Why is that girl covering her face like that? She's like, don't look at me, I'm hideous. Yeah. Fuck is that dude was just staring at me. He was just staring at me, so I started staring back at him. And we just stared at each other for a minute, and then I gave him a head nod, and he just gave me a head nod back. That was very bizarre. Cause I'm thinking like at first, what the fuck are you looking at? And then I like gave him a nod, and he just nodded back like, "What's up, bro?" No, I just thought you were cute, dude. Just thought you were cute. That's all, bro. The head nod is a sign of peace. Nah, yeah, bro, it's crazy. I probably have like a few thousand views and no, like 7 likes. I mean, at the end of the day, though, for real, though, you don't get paid for likes. You get paid for uh, ad revenue. So I mean, I still get the ad revenue, even if they don't like the video. And YouTube doesn't show likes, and it doesn't show views. Cause when I end the live, it tells me exactly how many views I got, and usually it's over like 1,000. It'll be a couple thousand. But then if you go look back at it, pause, it'd just say like 200 views or 300 views. But I saw the count originally; it was at 1,000. The one is like, one of my lives was like 10,000 views. But if you go look at it now, it's like not even over 1,000. It's weird. But yeah, no, the likes really just help you get up in the algorithm more. YouTube is weird, cause I'll just get hit with a burst where it's like, bam, like 40 people just get thrown into the room all at the same exact time. It's like 40 people and then all of them leave. I was at like 0 the other day, and then it just shot to 20 immediately, and then everybody left immediately. It was like 20 people came and left. Like, it's just very fucking weird. So these are all college kids everywhere. This whole city is just pretty much all students. Literally every person you see is a student. I wonder how big. I wonder how many students are at this college. There's enough that it fills up the whole goddamn fucking city. Yeah. Yeah, you really just get paid for the Grab, you seen that sign? It said like, what does it say, fresh oil or some shit? In front of the jail too. That was very bizarre. Yeah, it said like fresh oil and chips. I don't know what that meant. That was right in front of the jail though. You see fresh oil in front of the jail, that's like, uh-oh. Where are we going? What are you about to do to me? That's weird. Yeah, so I wonder if you could get paid off of playlists. You say your playlist had 800 views. I wonder if there's a way to monetize that. Well, I guess if you just had other videos on your page, it would help. Because I know with these live streams, it also boosts like my regular videos in the algorithm. Let's see. So this is the only fast food place left is McDonald's, but it's not in the city. It's not in walking distance. So like if you live in the city and you want to walk somewhere, there's no fast food. You have to walk to one of those expensive ass restaurants. Chips, yeah. Yeah, it was weird, right? I mean, it was like a street sign. Yeah, that's like Diddy is the first thing I thought of, and then I saw chips, and I'm thinking of Epstein, like human meat chips, human flesh chips, fresh baby oil, and human chips. But it's weird. It's like a street sign. It looked like it had been there for a very long time. And I've been to that jail many times. I've been to that jail like 4 times. I never noticed that sign. But the jail bus doesn't bring you that route. The jail bus brings you like, you don't pass that sign. So I should tell some more jail stories. That fucking George Hill was crazy as shit. We used to do these things in George Hill. It was called a toboggan ride. But like the jail was so overcrowded that they're 2-man cells, but they are so overcrowded that they make it a 3-man cell by they give you this little like portable plastic bed that we call it a boat or a canoe because it's in a shape. It looks like a kayak, but it's open and it fits a mattress in it. And so we would take the boats up onto the top tier, and then you fucking ride down the stairs like a surfboard. And dude, people would be doing it on like Friday nights. Everybody would be doing toboggan rides and shit down the steps. Yo, dude, I've seen people get fucked up doing it. And the COs, like, you would get in trouble for it and shit. Bro, some of the shit people do in jail is so retarded. You got the toilet bowls. The toilet bowls in jail can just like suck anything down. So people would take a bed sheet. We had a young boy. We kind of like brought him into our crew. We had like a little crew of guys that we kind of looked out for each other. So we had a young buck that came on the block. He was cool. He kind of fit in with us. So we kind of took him in and we brought, because we had part of the top tier locked down. So that's like the top cells are where you want to be at. You don't want to be on the bottom cells because they're easy to rob. If you're up on the top tier, people can't really break into your cell and rob it because you know, especially if they're a person from the bottom tier, you're going to be like, why the fuck are you going upstairs? So we helped out the young boy. We brought him up onto the top tier and all that. And as soon as he found out that these toilets could suck anything down, he just started putting all type shit. He put his slippers, they're called the Bob Barkers, the prison shoes. He put one of them in the toilet. It sucked that shit down. He put his bed sheet. So he took the whole sheet, like twisted it up so it was like a long rope. You know, like how you would like scale down the side of a prison using blankets or something. He tied it up like that, and then he put it in the toilet, flushed the toilet, and sucked his whole fucking sheet down the toilet. And the toilet started overflowing, and it started leaking over the top tier, and it started leaking down onto the bottom floor. And the Muslims were down there praying. So the Muslims, and it's like piss water, it smelled and shit, and it started getting on them. And they thought we did it on purpose. They thought we were like splashing piss and shit because we were like it was like a small group of us. We were all the white dudes. Not all the white dudes. It was like we were like the white dudes that weren't creeps or weirdos. It was probably like 6 of us. And so we got this reputation around the jail as like, they were trying to make it sound like we were like white supremacists or something. I'm like, bro, that shit was an accident. We fuck with the Muslims. Like, we had a good relationship with them. But then but it wasn't like, people were almost like, it wasn't like a bad thing. Like one of the cause our block 5A, they called it the projects, cause it was like one of the worst blocks in the jail. Was it 5A or 5C? I think it was 5A. And they called it the projects, and there was like the only white people that got put in there got jumped and robbed and beat the fuck out of. But you had this little crew of us that we really held each other down, and just nobody played with us. But we were respectful, like we fucked with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But they just knew like not just, like let us rock out basically. But after that incident, we did have like a fight. We had to fight over it because they got mad. They thought we did it on purpose. So we had to stand on business. And then we got known throughout the jail. I was down at I went down to the nurse's office, and one of the guys asked me what block I was on. I was like, I'm at 5A. He was like, oh, you're down at projects. He was like, oh, you're one of them white bulls that was throwing a piss on the Muslims. Like, nah, bro, it wasn't like that at all. But then he like, cause he was a black dude, I thought he was like gonna want to fight me over it. He was like, man, yo, white boys down there is crazy as hell. It was almost like he was like giving me props. Like, it was like, oh, I heard you're all white supremacists. Like, it was cool. I'm like, nah, bro. Like, I'm not a white supremacist, dog. Like, I fuck with black people on the streets. I'm pretty much, and y'all see the only people on my channel all my friends don't really have white friends. I mean, I fuck with white people. I'm white. I think I'm pretty cool, but in jail, it just kind of worked out that way. You gotta get in where you fit in, you know? Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Asians here, yeah, there's not really like a place for them to go. Because then there's really just not enough of them for them to like, yeah, there was only one Asian dude I remember being locked up with, and he was a Jamaican. And I didn't even know there was Chinese people in Jamaica. Did y'all know that Jamaica got Chinese people? And he was in there for selling weight. He said he got pulled over with 100 pounds of bud. And I was like, damn, 100 pounds. He was like, man, that's nothing. But he was this old Asian bull, but he had like this heavy, like Jamaican Rastafarian accent, like Rastaman. And as soon as I heard him open his mouth and say something, I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, where are you from, bro? And he got mad. He was like, I'm from Jamaica. Like he was really ready to stand on business. Like he was a gangster, bro. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know, never even met no. And I lived with Asian people. I was adopted by Asian people, and I never even seen no shit like that. But yeah, I'd imagine it would be tough. The Asians are usually just lock in with whoever they grew up with. So like if they grew up around whites, they'll probably lock in with the whites. If they grew up around blacks, they'll be around blacks. But PA is more diverse. It's not like other states, you know, like PA, you just kind of get in where you fit in. You'll see white dudes that are just like, they only fuck with blacks. I'm somebody who just fucks with everybody. That's just how I grew up, was around everybody. So I'll just fuck with everybody, and that actually always helped in jail. But like from what I understand in like California jails, that's like not permissible. But I was able to really do okay in jail because I was able to get along with everybody. I don't know how well I would have survived on that block, especially, bro. If we were really white supremacists and they put us on that block, we would have got fucking. We were solid though. We had some big guys. That was the only thing we had going for us, was that like it was a small group. There was the other white dudes. They were like weirdos, so we didn't really allow them to be around us. I think people respected that because we fucked with the blacks heavy. Like we were always cool, gambling, playing cards with them. The only thing I think that we had in common with like California jails is that if one of our people got out of pocket or did some nut shit, the other races or like Muslims, they would expect for us to clean it up. And we didn't clean it up, then it's a problem for the whole group. So, and I think Cali is like that. Y'all got to clean up your own side of the street, and then everybody's fine. So that's kind of what we did. We had to cut this one kid off. He was white, and I knew him from the streets. And that's really the only reason we took him in, man. And he really just wasn't trying to fit in with the program. So we just fed him to the wolves. He got robbed. He got fucked up. It's sad, bro. Jail is savage. And it's like, even, you know, he was white, but we had to feed his ass to the wolves, man. He was a bitch. He wasn't representing us right. And as soon as as soon as he lost our guard, like the blacks came up to us. The blacks was like, yo, because he had this big ass bag of commissary. He's walking around flexing this huge bags of commissary because he's like, oh, well, I got these guys to back me up. So he's looking at me and like my friends like, oh, because he's with us, he could just go around and like flex and be an asshole and be tough. And the blacks weren't feeling that. And we weren't either. We were like, nah, we cut them loose. Blacks came up to us, yo, we're about to rob, bro. Is it gonna be a problem? I'm like, nah, go rob him, and then just give us some of the shit. So the blacks went and robbed them, and then they split up some of the commissary with us. So we had a good working relationship with the blacks. But they do it to their own too. They'll cut their own loose if they're on some bullshit. You know what I mean? It wasn't just us. Gymnasium. Beautiful sunny day. I just missed a bunch of comments, you guys. I'm running my mouth. We about to go in this smoke shop real quick. Cook County. Oh yeah, y'all got the gang affiliation. Yeah. Yeah, because that's all Chicago is gangland. PA is not really. PA is like the gangs would be like your neighborhood or your friend group. I mean, people have said I was a gang member before. You know what I mean? Like, I got brought up in a murder case. They said I was a gangster and I'm a gang member. Man, and it's like I got brought up in somebody else's. You could really just say anybody's a gang member. And I had nothing to do with nobody getting hurt or nothing. But it's like anything's a gang in PA. Your group of friends, they'll just be like, oh, they're a gang. They're a white supremacist gang. It's like all your friends are black, but you're like, you broke the law and you're white. Now you're a white supremacist. But yeah, upstate in our jail, like Philly doesn't have blood. Like, Philly don't do Bloods and Crips. So Philadelphia County and Delaware County are two separate jails. I grew up in Delaware County, but we're right outside of Philly, so we really be in and out of Philly our whole lives too. So I've been locked up in Philadelphia County and CFCF, and I've been locked up in Delaware County. I think Delaware County was even worse, honestly, because there's more people. You got Philly people, but you got Jersey people, Delaware people, Chester people. He said, I love throwing my dookie on the car. OG Perm, you a fucking menace. Yo, people really do that. People do that in PA jails, though. Throwing shit on guards. I heard in Chicago they call it a Glock dookie. In PA, I don't think we really had a word for it. But I heard about my homie was down on 4 block. You go to 4 for like shootings and shit like that. So I get the kite, like my man's down there on 4. I'm like, damn, what the fuck did he do? I didn't think my man was like not a shooter like that, but he got caught in some situation though. But I heard he was down on 4 going crazy because they had him locked down. I heard he threw piss and shit in a guard's face and they gave him like an extra year for it. They said he had him on lockdown for like a week, and as soon as they let him out, he threw piss in the guard's face. What's up, big dog? Let's get OPMS. Go. He said the Vice Lords were starting shit. We got like for us, it would just be certain neighborhoods. Like the William Penn Projects kids was causing trouble. Thank you, my man. Have a good one. Yeah, the world, the kids from the William Penn Projects was a problem, and the kids from what was the other Highland Gardens kids was a fucking problem too. I never had any problems with them though. We were always good with them, but other people had problems with them. A lot of other people. Them fucking Highland Garden kids was some wild boys though. This is all Chester. These are Chester neighborhoods. So you go to George Hill, you're getting locked up with Chester. There's gonna be people from Philly. There's gonna be people all over, starting all types of trouble. Motherfuckers throwing dookie on the guards and shit. What time is it? 11. It's like a little chilly out here. Glock dookie. Yeah, we just do more neighborhoods in PA. It's neighborhoods or your friend group. Like maybe if you got friends, there are Bloods and Crips, but they're not like really. They're not out here like throwing bees up. They're more related through prison or something like that. It's not like a street thing. There used to be, actually Chester used to do Bloods and Crips though. Chester used to do Bloods and Crips pretty heavily too. But I think that's died out over the years. I used to hang out, a bunch of my boys were Crips back in the day, but it was like nobody was like really nobody really talked about it. There was actually a rapper from LA. I probably won't mention his name, but there was a rapper from LA that used to be out Chester, and I think he brought a lot of the Crip shit to our area. Cause he was from our area, like Delaware County, PA, but then he moved out to LA, and I guess he became like a Crip, and then he was a rapper, like one of Snoop Dogg's rappers. I'll let y'all put the pieces together. It was one of Snoop Dogg's rappers. And he's really from Philly, but Delaware County. But he brought the Crippin' shit out here pretty heavy. Okay. Pyru. Okay. Yeah, see, I never met nobody from Cali for real. I don't think I've ever, well, I got homies from Cali, but they're like more just like hustler dudes. They don't really talk. If they are gang affiliated, they don't talk about it. And I don't ask. Honestly, I don't even want to know. If somebody's in a gang and we rock with each other, don't even tell me. Because if some type of indictment comes down and I know something, I don't want to be sitting there lying about it. I just don't. If I say I don't know, because I'm not in the streets no more. So if somebody is and we're cool, leave me out of that shit. I don't want nothing to do with nothing street related. Y'all got that. That's a hard life, man. Yo, people try to dress it up, make it look good. That shit is a hard life, man. And then when you finally get out the streets, you gotta all take PTSD and all this shit. Heads all fucked up from it. But people take drugs, so it like coats it, so you can't really tell how fucked up they are. They smoke mad blunts and shit, trying to cope. I got Asian homies out on the West Coast though. I got some Asian homies out there. And they're like the same way though, real cool, just like smooth dudes. But they're about their business though. The Asian bulls, they're staying on business. My one homie, eventually we're gonna link with him when I got enough money where I could go out to the West Coast and do the YouTube channel out there. We're gonna go out there with my Asian boys out there in like Oakland area. We'll be out there with them. But I can't afford that shit, y'all. I'm a little broke boy. I'm a little broke boy. But there were the Asians in Philly were real tapped in with the Asians in Cali. And they had a gang, the TRG. It's like a Cambodian gang. And we had them in Philly. So that's the only West Coast gang that I'm aware of that was actually big in Philly. So anybody from South Philly, not Young Bulls. The Young Bulls don't, this is like before their generation. So like my generation, the Cambodians really was standing on business and they was representing some California gang. Some of them bulls was killers though, so I never said no shit about, oh, that's corny, you rep a Cali gang, because them boys stood on business, so. Like, whatever, you rep whatever the fuck you want, man. Oh, I seen that shit. He like murdered Victor. He like murdered a girl or something. Didn't he murder like a 14-year-old girl or some shit? Bro. Wait, he was from Philly? I didn't know he was from Philly. I seen that shit. Yeah, it was like a teenage girl. Oh yeah, Puppet. I keep forgetting to fucking look into that shit, man. I'm gonna write down a little note, because that was interesting what you were saying. I've just always like, I've been... Nah, I'm not a gang member either. I don't fuck with that shit. Don't fuck with that shit. You see what they did to Young Thug, man. They ain't getting me. I ain't going out like that. $18.42, damn. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. If you, I've had this problem before, where somebody recognized me and they say, "Yo, aren't you so and so's boy?" Or aren't you from this block? And like, I've had problems like that because of people that I was friends with. And it's like, I don't know. Some you don't want, man, because some beef, if it's just like fighting and shit like that, okay, that's one thing. But when people are out here killing each other, bro, and that's what it really is going on. It's people murdering each other. I don't want no parts of that. I had a lot. One of my friends, actually, another one of my friends just got killed like a month, 2 months ago. And me and him had lost touch. I don't want to sit here and act like a victim, like start crying over it. Me and him haven't spoken like a while, but yeah. That's it, Puppet. I feel like that's it. As long as you don't hurt nobody, you don't steal, you don't lie, you don't get in nobody's way of succeeding. You know what I'm saying? You don't let... That's one of the worst things for men, is lust. Men will throw... And you know what? Women too. They'll throw their whole fucking life away, throw their families away, throw everything away over lust. That's one of the most deadly sins there is, because it's so subtle. People don't realize how dangerous it is. Where'd Victor go? Cause I wanna hear, like, is that bull from Philly? The David bull? Did y'all hear about the rapper David who yeah, he killed that girl? I think he was having like he was fucking with some 14-year-old girl and then killed her. Yeah, you were telling me that. You were telling me that. That's dope. That's the type of energy you need, that positive energy. This shit in the streets is so evil, man. It's fucking evil, bro. And people bringing that evil onto the internet, spreading it out. Yo, I told a story on here about getting sleep paralysis, and then was it you, Forces? I told a story about getting sleep paralysis, and then was one of you guys said you started getting sleep paralysis after I told the story. Like, man, this shit, energy is transferable, man. You really gotta be careful what you watch, who you listen to. I got shaved bad as fuck. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, bro, I'm almost scared to tell the rest of the story, because that's not the first time that happened. Where I told someone a story and then it happened to them. So I'm gonna keep my ghost stories to myself. Yeah, you'd be frozen.
Bro, it's fucking terrifying. They try to make it sound like it's just some regular, oh, it's just sleep paralysis. No, motherfucker, that's like demons holding you down or some shit. That shit does not feel like no regular sleep paralysis. It's not regular. It's not regular, bro. It feels like demons are holding you down or something. But I didn't believe in God back then either. I didn't believe in God, so I was just completely open to all the evil. I was completely wide open to all the evil out there. No defense. Alright, we gotta head down. We gotta head down back to Chester, so we just slide down there. Bro, sleep paralysis is fucking terrifying. So I was getting sleep paralysis, and I told my friend about it. He said I was, fuck my bad. He said it was crazy, like I'm crazy. Then he gets sleep paralysis the next day. Then he tells his friend about it. His friend gets it the next day, and then he tells his friend. So I had sleep paralysis. I told my boy about it, and then it just passed down the lane to like 5 different people. So everybody pray so it doesn't happen to you. Pray to God for his protection. Jesus Christ. Not some fucking made up fucking spiritual. See what happens? You say Jesus Christ and all the numbers go down. You think that's a coincidence? I don't. I don't think it's a coincidence. They want me on here pushing the brain rot, corrupting people. You notice that? It's like 20 people in the live. I said Jesus Christ. All of them dropped. That's good. All the demons left. I'd rather have 9 people that believe in God than fucking a million people that are all like demon worshippers and witches. Yeah, there'd be a lot of witches on here too. Which is strange. There'd be a lot of witches that try to like fuck with YouTubers like me. And they be thinking I don't know that they're witches too. Not new to this shit, I do this shit. Damn. Yeah, I'm not like beefing with my brother intentionally, but he's got mental health, so we have a rocky relationship to say the least. Like, I feel you. That's tough, man. Especially a younger brother. You know, the big brother, we got that big brother syndrome. And the little brother got the little brother syndrome. It's hard to watch your little brother fucking up. Especially, it's like, then I'll be blaming myself, because I'm like, damn, he grew up watching me fucking up, in and out of jail and shit. And then I gotta watch him go do it, and it's like, damn. Like, was that my fault? Like, did I guide him down that path? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Damn. Does he have, like, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. That sounds like something my brother would do. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that sounded like something he would do. He was scary to be around. Like a scary person to be around. Does he have mental health? Like, my brother's got real serious mental health issues. Not that like excuses smacking a woman. It doesn't. Yeah, that's crazy. I only got one brother, and he's a fucking nutcase. But I guess he doesn't. It runs in the fucking family, so I can't be mad at him. But yeah, no, I feel you, bro. It's just, oh wow. So he don't act like crazy. See, my brother, you could tell he's like got issues. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he's like got mental issues. But you're better off. You're better off, bro. It's something I had to realize is that I wanted to help my brother so bad, bro. It's like, yo, it's a lot easier for people to tear you down and fill you with their negative bullshit than it is to uplift them and fill them with positive energy. It's way easier to rip somebody down than to lift somebody up. Way easier. It's way easier to come on YouTube and like spread a bunch of fucking brainwash and propaganda than it is to do uplifting shit. You see what we're up against, bro? I said Jesus Christ's name and the whole live emptied out. If that don't tell you everything you need to know. That's why I'm gonna keep saying his motherfucking name. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. I rebuke all demons, even the ones on YouTube and my fucking chat. I rebuke them too. Oh, well, he just be talking shit. Yeah, bro, you just got family or not. It's like you don't get to choose your family. You're just stuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're related to somebody doesn't mean they're not a fucking asshole. And it doesn't mean you're an asshole for cutting them off. It means you're trying to protect your own mental health. You feel me, bro? Bro, if I just wanted to take like an easy sellout route and I didn't give a fuck about God and shit, I could have been blown up on YouTube. Like, I could have been doing big numbers. I done had people reach out, offer me money to like sponsor me and shit. I done had companies reach out and say, hey, we want to sponsor your YouTube channel if you promote this, that, and third. Man, I could have sold out like that. I'd rather be poor. I'd rather be a fucking loser than sell out. Straight up. I'd rather have the whole world look at me like a loser. At least I know when I die, I'm going somewhere their ass ain't going. I'll go be a loser in heaven, motherfucker. You go be a cool guy burning in hell. Look at that. Damn, they sell, that's kind of crazy. I'm going to try that. This farm right here makes their own Wagyu steak. Wagyu. Dave got hit 4 times. He never came to see you. Wow. Yo, bro, it sounds like... No, it sounds like... See, I don't like airing some family shit out because it's like... You never know. It's like somebody down the line will like screen save it, try to use it against me or something, but... Look at these people riding horses. But no, bro, the shit you're saying, like, lines up perfect with the shit Alright, so my friend found his son dead. My friend came home, and this was like one of my closest friends. He's an older guy. He's like a OG, you could say, like mentor type, you know, like my old head. And he came home and found his son dead one day. And we were all like, I mean, his son, I was close with his son too. His son, like, actually closer in age to me. He came home and found him dead. And we were hurt, you know what I'm saying? And my brother called me asking for money and shit like that. I'm like, yo, bro, I got too much going on right now. Then I tell him the story. I'm like, I'm like, yeah, like my man's found his son dead. Like we're really dealing with some shit right now. Let me call you back. And he was like, good. I'm glad he's fucking dead. He's like, and then he said, was he a baby? I hope it was a baby. I hope it was a baby and it fucking died. This is what he said to me, bro. I think it was a text message. He texted it to me. Like, I hope it was a baby. Like, damn, bro. That's pure evil. You know what I mean? I like a normal person, bro. You gotta be like possessed by a real demon to think that way. You know what I'm saying? But bro, that's like, it's like your brother. You got popped, and your brother's just like, I don't give a fuck. Brandywine Creek State Park. Yeah, it's beautiful back here. 107. I love it back here. Nah, bro, it's straight evil, dog. But I don't know, man. It's like, what was your brother like when he was younger? Was there a point where he switched, or was he always an asshole? My brother had a point where he started changing, and I could tell that, like, he was basically kind of like trying to live the same life that I had lived. But I didn't choose to live like a fucked up life. I got thrown out. I was in the streets when I was in high school. Now, I don't say that to make it sound like I had it so hard. I'm just saying I got thrown into a position and just like did what I had to do to survive. He didn't have that, but I think he looked at it and thought it was like cool. He didn't realize like how much it sucked. But so he was trying to kind of like live a life that I don't think he needed to live. And I could kind of see it wearing away. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I've ever been down here. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like some shit can't be squashed, honestly. Sometimes the only way to squash it is just to move on from a motherfucker. I've got friends that I've been friends with my whole, like, since I was a kid, bro, but it comes a point, it's like, alright, like, yeah, I get it, me and you got history, we go back, you been my boy and shit, we fought together and was poor together and all that, but I'm trying to get money now, and you still want to, like, motherfuckers just want you to stay poor with them forever and be out in the streets fighting. Motherfuckers is 40 years old, like, still trying to play the block and, like, still won't get a full-time job. Like, yo, I can't be around, yo. Bro, look, this shit is fucking beautiful. Let me stop with the bullshit for a second. And let's just admire how beautiful this place is. Shit, he's lucky he got a girlfriend. Yeah, Puppet, I know exactly the type you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. But there's probably more Cowboys fans. Yo, this bridge is not... That bridge looks crazy. Y'all seen that? It was a bridge made of 2x4s. That shit was wild. Yeah, some motherfuckers just like to argue, though. Yeah, like I feel like a lot of the Cowboys fans here in the Philly area, they just do it because they know how much everybody hates the Cowboys. So it's almost like, yeah, fuck you, I'm a Cowboys fan, what are you gonna do about it type shit. And my homie's a Cowboys fan. I mean, that's my boy, but yeah, the people that do that a lot of times, they just like arguing. Yeah, man. Yeah, you say you got some health issues, right? But shit, at least somebody on YouTube is not sitting in the house fucking painted up like a clown, saying weird shit, brainwashing people. At least somebody's on YouTube trying to give you a break. if I don't know. I thought you said something about your health was bad. Whoa, look at that. Y'all seen that? Big ass fox. Dude, this area is crazy. Oh, from getting shot. No, that's right. I never been shot. I've been shot at. They missed. And they got shot back at. I got stabbed up real bad a couple times though. I got stabbed in my neck. I've been stabbed in my back, my arm. I was stabbed in the back, literally stabbed in the back. But I don't even know where I'm at this point. I'm just driving. Damn, yeah, that's crazy. Bro, he's got to have some type of like mental health issues because that's not normal, dog. I mean, obviously, I don't have to tell you that's not normal, but like, either, wow, look at this old house, this old farmhouse. Crazy. I might pull over and let this guy pass me because I kind of want to drive slow, enjoy this shit out here. Intestines were out, god damn. Damn, you got hit in the stomach? I got cut in my neck. It was like a broken piece of plastic that was real sharp. It broke off of their gun because they pistol whipped me, and then like that plastic on the side of the gun broke off, and they picked it up off the ground while their boys were jumping me, and they just jammed it in the back of my neck and ripped it across. I got this ridiculous looking scar on my neck now. Oh, this is Smithbridge Road. Dog. I have no idea how I just ended up back here. Damn, yeah, that's crazy. Nah, you've been a war in the streets, bro. Just because a motherfucker didn't sign up and go overseas, it don't mean shit. I work with I went to therapy and got my doctor diagnosed me with PTSD. It's CPTSD, it's complex post-traumatic stress disorder or whatever. But he said, and he worked with vets, and he was like, and I don't say this to disrespect veterans, I respect the fuck out of them. But he was saying like, you've been in more combat than motherfucking veterans I worked with. He's like, I have veterans that got PTSD. They ain't been stabbed all crazy, shot at, jumped, beaten. Like, they haven't been through a lot of the shit, you know. Now some veterans, plenty of them, I can't hold a candle to them. But you know, there are guys that, you know, some of us in the street go through. I mean, bro, yeah, when you're going through shit like that, dog, it takes a toll on your mental health. That's what makes it hard for us, is that a lot of people, if you're in the streets and you go through that, a lot of people just look at you like a loser. They don't look at it like maybe there's a reason this person was living that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this person just got launched into this lifestyle and then just had to like kind of play with the cards they were dealt. But then when it's a veteran with PTSD, everybody respects it. But then if I say I got PTSD, people are like not really take it that serious. They got no idea the shit that I seen, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got love for our troops. Hell of love for our troops. But I done seen people get shot and murdered, bro. And I've had people try to murder me. All type shit. So I don't see what the difference if you see that overseas or you see that here in America. At least when you're overseas, like you could come home and have like a good home. If you're living in the trenches, bro, you don't have no reprieve. You're living in Afghanistan. You're living in that war zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like veteran where you could come home and get peace. No. This where you live is in a battlefield. It's hard. And I don't say that to disrespect the troops either. At all. Nah, bro, he hit your lady. Fuck him. Fuck him. I'm just gonna keep it real, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real. Fuck him. Especially if he still don't feel like he's wrong. Maybe if he came and, again, just because I'm on YouTube, I don't want to like dump out family business too much. You never know when somebody use it against you. But there's lines that my brother has crossed that the relationship will never be fully repaired, no matter, like, there's nothing that could be done to completely restore that relationship. Sometimes you just gotta, like, I don't know. Like, shit like this, it's easy to feel like you were wrong. Like how I was saying, I blame myself for my brother's issues because I was in the street and he was my little brother looking up to me. So then I take blame, but then there's some shit where I think about it, I'm like, no, I didn't do shit like, even if I was in the street, I was never a piece of shit though. I didn't like stab people in the back and do shit like that. I never put my hands on a woman. None of that type of shit. Ever. I don't care what your lifestyle is. There's no use, man. I know a lot of people in the street too that's like, yo, people, you know, everybody about, oh, we don't fuck with child abusers and women abusers. Man, these motherfuckers be out in the street beating the shit out of women, raping women, doing all type of foul ass shit. And then you know, so maybe they'll get locked up for drugs, so their paperwork is good. I know so many motherfuckers in the streets that are such pieces of shit, bro. And they try to like act like they stand on some type of street code bullshit. That's why I just hate the streets altogether. These motherfuckers just fucking want to sound cool, or they like want to be a gangster for YouTube. I'm like trying to be the opposite. And you see it comes back to them also. You see, like, even the toughest ones I know, the people that I know that really was the most like scary people, they're the first ones that get killed. If you're in some kind of beef with another crew, you're gonna try to kill the biggest killer first. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what happened. That's what happens out here, bro. Motherfuckers try to be the toughest, biggest shooter. They want to be King Von. The King Von didn't even make it to 25. Not like, that's just how the shit goes, man. You don't win. There's no winning in the street. You'll have a period of time where the man, and everybody thinks you're cool. Like, you start getting some money in the street, the women in the street like you. But then I wanted, one of the things that pulled me away from the streets was the women. It was like, I started realizing, like, damn, man, like, all the women I'm around are scumbags. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no good women around me. And then when I met good women, it was like, you know, they wouldn't want to be with somebody that lived like me. That's I don't know, that sounds shallow, but that was one of the reasons I really wanted to clean myself up, was just seeing how women reacted to me. So, and honestly, I got more, I attracted more women when I was like that, but they were just not, they were like bad people though. You know what I mean? A lot of good women are more reserved. They're not out here like dudes attention and shit. So I thought I was the man, making a little money. Ladies fuck with me, but then that dries up. That well runs dry eventually. This fucking bridge. Yeah, that well dries. You end up in jail. Bro. The first time I used to was a 10. I remember I had and I thought I was balling. I'm like, damn, I might as well go move to Miami. I was such a dumbass. Then you get locked up. My brother stole my money. He blamed it on someone else, and I believed it. I didn't find out for it till years later that it was him that stole it. You want to talk about being betrayed by your family? I know all about it. I was locked up, bro. Nobody put money on my books. I'm like, why? I got money. Just put my own money on the books. Oh, it's gone. What do you mean? It's like $10,000 fucking dollars. It's gone. Yeah, it's gone. House got robbed. What? Yeah, house got robbed. And the house actually did get robbed. Somebody actually did break into the house, but that money had already been taken. So I'm wondering if he made it seem like the house got robbed so he could excuse stealing all that money, so he could blame it on someone else. So he makes it set up and makes it look like the house got robbed. So then I come home and I'm like, man, I'm looking. I don't even know how he found it. I buried that cash. So he found it. I didn't bury it. It was in the house still. Man, I'm just, fuck all that shit. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Nah. He's right though. He's right. Like, I mean, you know, when people when they are in the streets in their 30s, that's kind of like the pinnacle of their criminal career. That's when you're gonna make more seasoned. But yeah, by the time I was in my 30s, I was starting to clean it up. Plus, I got hooked on drugs. Like, I think I started getting addicted to the drugs when I was like 25, and then probably 24, I couldn't sell drugs anymore because I was fucking got addicted to them. So then I was just getting high for free, basically. They just got fiended out, ended up in jail, lost everything. But a lot of my friends was shot and killed, so like my outcome, like losing everything, wasn't that bad, honestly. I didn't lose everything. You know what I mean? He's right though. Even if he was talking about me, he would still be right. Bro, how did I end up back here? Man, I did everything, bro. I didn't do any drugs till I was like a little older though. It was because I sold them, and then I never felt like compelled to do it though. I sell coke and shit, and I didn't feel like compelled to do coke. But then I don't know, I started fucking with it because of being around the women. You know, you be drinking, the women want to do it. And I just got fiend. That shit fucked me up, bro. It was really the pills that took me down. This is Xanax. It was like doing Xanax and cocaine. And then I would do perks and smoke weed and drink liquor too. Bro, that shit was so crazy. I don't know how I lived. I lived like that for years. And then I would sell drugs, but I made enough money that I could pay my bills and get high for free. And nothing else. That was just such a waste of my years off of my life. Yeah, I loved pills. Lean, yeah, that shit. We used to drink it. We used to drink it back in the day before it became so expensive. Philly, and you could look this up. Philly had a block 17th and J. Philly had a block 17th and J where they sold lean on a block. You could ask anybody from Philly. 17th and J, they had the yellow. The yellow lean was like fentanyl. The yellow lean was like straight fentanyl, bro. If you didn't know, if you weren't seasoned, and you try to drink that yellow, you would literally could overdose and die. Like the yellow lean, ask anybody from Philly that's out in the streets or anything. Like 2000s, 90s. Philly been having a lean out. Bro, you go down 17th and J and you would just ask somebody where's the juice at? And they sold it by the ounce. So I think you get like an ounce of the yellow was like $10. Bro, and that was like a perk 30 or something. That shit got you fucked up. Yeah. Yo, KC, ain't that crazy? I took that right turn like fucking a half hour ago and somehow ended up back here. Well, we gotta go back to Chester anyway, so works out. Yo, Puppet, were you on the live with me? Oh, you grew up in Claymont. All right, that's where we're going down. We're cutting through there. Yo, were you on a live yesterday, Puppet, when that cop pulled up alongside of me? I was driving through the Bennett homes, and the cop pulled me over, and he was like, "You know where you're at? You know where you're at right now?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm in fucking Chester. I grew up here my whole fucking life. Outside, not in Chester, but I've been in and out of the city my whole life. Yes, I know what I meant." He was like, "Well, it's getting warm outside, so you should really be careful about driving around." Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what do you think? They just shoot at every single car that drives by? Everybody be dead. But yeah, the cop was like, I guess because I really think it's because I'm white. I think that he was checking to see if I was high or something. But I showed him I'm doing YouTube. He was like, YouTube? Like, dude, you're gonna get killed out here. I'm like, man, I've been doing YouTube in Chester for like 5 years. And I've been hanging out in Chester for fucking 20 or more. But yeah, I feel him. I really just think he was trying to see if I was copping or not. And then he tried to clean it up like, "Oh, it's summertime, it's starting to get dangerous." Yeah, okay, I'm sure you just pulled me over to give a heads up. It's like, do you know where you're at? Yeah, bro, like, I'm in the fucking projects. I know where fucking at. Yeah, nah, he was alright about it. Like, yeah. But that particular neighborhood, like the Bennett homes though, it's just like a dead end, one way in, one way out. There's no reason for me to drive back there. It's not, there's nothing like, you don't pass it on the way to anywhere or anything. Watch, I'll go drive through that motherfucker right now. It's funny too, because he was a young cop. And I was just thinking in my head, I was like, man, I was hanging out down here before you were even fucking born, dude. We probably only been working here for a few years. You got a lot to learn, rookie. He probably thinks I ain't know where I was at or something. But yeah, he let me go though. He let me go. Nancy, what's up, mama? Good morning, good morning. She finally got up, dog. Damn, what time is it in Chicago? It's like, cause it's like 12 o'clock here. She better wake her ass up. Yo, Nancy's the shit. She always got some like crazy stories for me. Nancy, what's up with the young buck, man? What's up with your young buck? You get it? Did you get it popping in the laundry room yet, or no? Oh, it's 11. Okay. So yeah, you're an hour behind us. So I guess you're at mountain time. Is that mountain time? Or mountain time is 2 hours behind. I forget. CST. Oh, Central Time. Yeah. So what is Mountain Time? Because there's one. I think there's one like Arizona or something. It's like 2 hours behind or something. It's like two or three states that are on their own time. Forget which ones it are. Yeah, hell yeah, bro. We chilling, man. Yeah, I don't have work or anything today, so I'm just rocking out. I'm getting my little chores done. I stopped by the grocery store. So now I don't know if this is Claymont technically. I don't think it is. He was at the dog park this morning. He say, "What's up?" Did you give him the wink? Hey, boo. Blow a little kiss at him. I appreciate you, dog. I'm a good wizard. I come to offer blessings. Well, I guess I can't offer blessings, but Jesus Christ can. And he is in the chat. Jesus Christ is in the chat with us. So if you don't like it, get the fuck on. Wasn't that crazy, bro? There was like 20 something people in the room, and I said Jesus Christ, and then it dropped to 3. And you were one of the only people that say. Yeah, I remember the tri-state. What is it? Do you know what that shit is now? It's like it looks like a jail or some shit. It looks like a modern jail. I don't even know what it is. They're putting up these ugly ass factories all over the place. I recorded the Tri-State Mall like when it was still boarded up and shit. Man, that shit looked crazy for like it was like that for a long time. If you look back through like my videos section, you'll see like a few at the Tri-State Mall before they took it all down. Because around the back of it, people were using it as a trash dump. So it was like the front of it is all boarded up, crazy looking. And then behind it, it's just like people just threw mattresses, TVs, anything you could think of. Storage facility, yeah, that's what I think it is. That's what I think it is too, but the sign out front, it said spaces for lease instead of leasing or something, which I felt like that's a weird word to use for storage space. I'm gonna pull up in a parking lot. Let's see. This joint is abandoned church. That shit's been like this for fucking a long ass time now. Amen. Amen, Puppet. Amen. Yeah, I appreciate that, Forces. We gotta outsource the likes because these motherfuckers are so stingy. I wonder what that's all about, bro. Dog, I was like, I found some, I was just like doom scrolling yesterday and I came across some live, like one of these. And it was just some girl sitting there with like her boobs popping out. And then she had evil, like she had written evil all over her body with like marker. And then like painted all this like nasty shit on herself. And she was just standing there, like just standing still. And all these people were in the chat like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. People were donating money, all this shit. It was just like, it was a pretty girl with evil drawn all over her, literally just spelled out. And the chat was going crazy. She had like thousands of likes, all these donations. It's like, damn, man. Oh, they still got it closed off. You can't see what it is. So yeah, this is it. I'm gonna walk back in there real quick. Let's just go see what it is. Oh, your lights are back on. Shoot. Good. Good. I know that shit must have sucked. Did you? Oh, didn't you? I know because you're in Dallas, right? Because my cousins, I got two of my cousins grew up down there, like Fort Worth. Yeah, they grew up in Fort Worth. But they be telling me about when y'all get like a little snow and everything freezes and everybody loses power. Happens like every year. Texas really needs to tighten that shit up. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro, for real. Nah, that's what I'm saying, cause it's like, yeah, I can see like when I tell coworkers and shit like that, that's why I stopped telling people I do YouTube, cause then they'll make little snide ass comments like, oh, my son wants to do YouTube, shit like that, you know. So I just stopped telling people what I'm doing. As soon as I made like, I didn't make a crazy amount, but I made like a couple $100. I might make like 100 something a month, maybe a little more, but it's like, it just showed me like, damn, okay, you can actually make money doing YouTube. You really just gotta be consistent. You just gotta stay super consistent. And as soon as them intrusive thoughts, you know what I mean, you start questioning yourself for a second, you're cooked. Oh, that's right, Nancy. Yeah, I remember you were talking about that. He got fired. Good. Damn, that's crazy. Do you think he was like trying to hit on you or something and maybe he got jealous? Or you know what I mean? Like maybe he wanted to crack, but he knew that he couldn't. So you're like, man, fuck that. I'm gonna cut her lights off. Yeah, it does look like Amazon. You know what? I heard actually, maybe that's what it is. I heard somebody say something about Amazon storage facility, but then I think I heard that that's what this was, because they just put this all this shit here too. I'm gonna show you. I'm just avoiding putting my whole car on camera, even though it's probably been on a million times anyway. I heard this joint right here was the Amazon, like distribution hub or whatever. Cause this is new too. Yeah, man, Claymont definitely looks different. The downtown is way nicer. Yeah, fax forces. Couple people hating on you. That's always a good thing. I have fun with it. There's just people out here that are miserable, and they don't. It makes them feel worse seeing somebody happy. I feel bad for them for real. That's why I don't even get mad at them. I'm like, damn, that must be a shitty way to live your life. Like, you're so miserable that you want other people to fail. Morfanos, what's up, homie? Okay, we got some old people up in this joint. Good, Mr. Good. Do you do YouTube? I never checked if you did or not. But if you do, leave like put like a link on the community page. I'll fuck with you. Well, yeah, this intersection is completely different. I don't even think this light was here, was it? Or was it? I honestly don't even remember what this shit looked like. It was just like a few years ago too. The only joint, it was like the whole shit was boarded up, and the only thing that was still there is a liquor store. But now they got the new liquor store there. That was crazy though. Yo, KC, you'll probably think this is funny. Somebody, I did like a drive-through video of Claymont. It wasn't a live, it was just like a regular YouTube video type shit. And I went and I drove back behind this row of houses over here. Oh no, I passed it already. You know those houses, it's like that one strip of row houses. But I drove like back behind them, and there was a bunch of people back there. And I put them, they all were on a YouTube video, and I think they got mad about it. Cause somebody went on the video, on there and was like, don't never come back here again, or some shit. They're like, never come back here again, Roll Boys for life. I'm like, damn. Yeah, they got mad about that shit. Hey, look, I don't know what people are on. So but I know what kind of evil men are capable of. So if somebody says something like that, I'm just gonna, all right, cool, I got you. Say less. Now what's in it? I never actually went in here. Is this like the leasing office or something? Bro, this trailer park is crazy. Nah, not off Philadelphia Pike. Here, I'll drive past. It's right around the corner. Bro, this is the craziest looking trailer park I've ever seen. I never actually went, I've driven around it. I never drove in the middle of it like this. This shit is crazy looking. Yeah, that's wild. And look, that one, that's like hasn't been boarded up for that long. But it's been boarded up probably like a year now. You can see it slowly getting worse and worse. Devil killer, baby. Fuck the devil. Jesus Christ up in this bitch. Damn, you seen that boarded up trailer? Somebody actually lives in that trailer. It looked like that was the that car that pulled out of there. That's the car they come around and like give people their medications. So it's like elderly people that can't get to a hospital, or people with dementia that forget to take their medications, or people with schizophrenia. They'll actually go house to house making sure that everybody takes their meds. What the fuck are you looking at, pussy? Okay, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. Oh, this is cool. So I guess we're gonna have to spin this one around. He said stop though. Man, I was just talking about how helpful medication people are, and then they fucking get mad at them. I'm crazy, man. I was down here the one time. I was on YouTube Live, and there's these little kids on the roof of that little building right there. And I drove by, I was like, yo, you're on YouTube. Because they were yelling something at the car. They were like trying to troll me and shit. And then I put them on. I was like, yo, y'all on YouTube. And they got quiet. They tried to hide their faces and shit. KC, is that Anaheim Village right there? Cause I thought that was the name of the neighborhood, but somebody I called it that on a live, and somebody from Claymont, I think they were from Claymont, they were like, what the fuck is Anaheim Village? I never heard of that. I'm like, I don't know, that's what I thought it was called. Cause I've also seen people say AV, so like AV stand up, so I'm like, okay. But then some random, I don't know. You never know with these young bucks. Hey, what's up, Lisa? Show some love, homies. Yeah, KC, these right here, these houses, it's just this one strip, but they're actually apartments. If you go back behind there, it's like a dirt road, and it's like mad houses. It's like once you go back behind there, it opens up. It's like a whole neighborhood back there, and I didn't know that. So I went back there, and all these people were standing out back there, like they looked mad. And then somebody found a YouTube video and was like, "Yo, don't fucking come back here anymore." Oh shit! Like, all right. I don't know then. They might be stone cold shooters. I'd rather assume they are than assume that they're not. These cherry blossoms are everywhere. I never noticed them for some reason. It's like it's snowing. Nah, we ain't lost. We ain't lost yet. I think we are going out to Jersey a little later. What time? Oh, it's 12. All right. I want to spend a couple days at the shore. Yeah, it was back behind these joints, man. They did not like me going back there. Let me tell you. They were not happy about that. Wait, what do you mean? What about TN? Might have missed something. Oh yeah, Norwood. Yeah, Norwood's crazy too. shit, Tennessee got some crazy ass cities. They got a bunch too. It's not, you know, you got Memphis, but they got all those other, like, is it Chattanooga? I heard Chattanooga is vicious. They got a lot of cities that's broke. Yo, KC, you remember, obviously you remember when the projects was still down there. How do you still live here, or have you not been through here in a while? Because like the downtown, like the main street, as a Philadelphia Pike, it's totally different now. And they knocked those projects down. Those projects used to be crazy back in the day. Yeah, those projects were crazy. They looked bad too. They just looked like, I remember the first time going there, because my school bus in high school, I used to go to the like the alternative school when they got kicked out of the high school. And our bus, for some reason, it would pick kids up and drop them off at Archmere. So it would pick up like the rich kids, take them to Archmere, then it would stop at those projects. I just remember seeing those projects and I didn't know where we were at. I'm like, where the fuck is this at? Delaware, what? Oh, Nashville. Yeah, Nashville, honestly, I don't even know where the high school is. But you know where Archmere Academy is? It was like right across the street from that, basically. Now it's all those like brand new townhouses. But it used to be like those all brick projects. It was the same. I don't know if you know about the Tasker homes in South Philly, but they had a very unique like structure to the projects, and these ones here in Claymont were the exact same architecture. I just noticed random shit like that, and I noticed like you'll see it looks like the same company designed them. Like there's a few in Chester, like Highland Gardens. It's this specific kind of house that you don't see anywhere else, but it's one in there, and then there's Edgemore Gardens. If you know what Edgemore Gardens is, they both are like, it's like a street that goes up the middle with a bunch of horseshoes going up and down. The houses are identical. It's just weird, I don't know. But it seems like maybe like the companies built those for their workers. I know that was in Chester. A lot of the companies would build like the projects so their workers could work there. But then when the industries collapsed, they just turned into like these terrible housing projects. Yeah. Yep. It was like low rise. Well, they were all low rise, but there would be like some 2 stories, and there would be like a 3-story at the end, or like a 4-story or something. It was like weird though. There was like different buildings all attached to each other or something. Drug raids, oh yeah, I believe it. Yo, what do you know about the $3 hoagie in Marcus Hook though? I kind of want to go get one. I don't know. I'll be going there like every day getting a $3 hoagie. I'm about to get another one. Fuck that. Wow, this shit's crazy. It's a 3. Used to ride bikes through there. Yeah, that's one of them spots you ride your bike through and fucking put a little extra power in those pedals. I know for the boys at least, it was like this in PA. I grew up like over on the other side of Chester, but outside of Chester. But it was just like certain neighborhoods where if you were riding your bike through there, they would chase you out, or they would like try to intimidate you and shit. I don't know if the girls had to go through that, but man, boys are just ruthless on each other. Like no mercy for each other, just beat the shit out of each other. Fucking men are hard on each other, man. Bro, it's an Italian hoagie. Damn, I'm sitting here talking. I just drove right past it. It's an Italian hoagie, and it's like a big hoagie. It's like the full 12-inch roll, $3. Like $3 is so crazy for a fucking hoagie. Matter of fact, I'm about to go get one because I'm gonna end up buying food somewhere else anyway. $3. Like, and it's a good roll. You get the seeded roll. Hey, you'll see. I'll go get one right now. Pizza does actually sound good. There's not really like any good pizza places around here for real. The good pizza places, oh yo. I think I know what I want to eat. Damn, it's like I could get the $3 hoagie, or there's another joint up the street. It's like a $12, $13 sandwich, but it's so fucking good. I'm about to get one just to show y'all. Oh, the bucket. The bucket, yeah. What's that? Eastwick, I think. We were just down there. Like a couple days ago, we went in Riverside. Have you seen Riverside recently? It's all boarded up. But we went in there. We actually walked inside one of the houses there in Riverside. Because it's boarded up, but some of them are just wide open. Said no concept of how bad, yeah. Now you don't know when you're a kid. I was born in Brooklyn in the peak of the crack epidemic. Our house was like falling to pieces, crumbling and shit. And I didn't realize it was bad. It was just like normal. I didn't know what good or bad or anything was. Oh. Eating the Hawaiian pizza. A lot of people like Hawaiian pizza. I can't fuck with it. It's like the pineapple and cheese just doesn't work for me. They did not KC, the bucket is new. They knocked that down and rebuilt it probably 10 years ago. And Riverside, they're just knocking it down now and rebuilding it. So I think like I didn't know, I never seen the bucket before, but it's usually pretty quiet now. I mean, like considering where it's at, it's pretty quiet. Just can't see this for you. Yeah, I just don't get it. It makes me wonder, like, so does food taste different to all of us then? It's like when I eat food, it must taste totally different to me than it does to someone else. Because whatever they're tasting tastes good. To me, it's like, nah. Which also makes me like think, damn, like, so all of us have like these completely unique experiences on Earth. You ever think about that? Like we're all living on the same Earth, but if you put your head in someone else's mind, it's like they're practically living in a whole nother universe. So our experiences are so different. We don't even all like the same food and shit. It's just weird to think about. I don't know. Yeah, now the east side is still the bucket. That's northeast. That's like northeast. So Riverside, the bucket. That's northeast Boulevard. And then the east side is like before you cross over that little bridge. But yeah, it's all crazy. Northeast, east side, that whole shit is crazy over there. Yo, you seen a tent encampment? Cause the tent encampment, they got that tent encampment on the east side. That's on the channel. I went through there a few times on the channel. I gotta clip it and post it separately because it's like a 3-hour live. Nobody's gonna watch through that whole shit. But I walked right through that bitch. They got a whole homeless encampment down there. Raised by a Russian grandfather and a Mongolian grandmother. Damn, those are some tough people right there. Those are some tough motherfuckers right there, boy. I seen like that YouTuber bought him bankrupt, went to Mongolia, and I'm like, damn, this must be a hard place to grow up. There's some spots in the world, man, people are just living some hard ass lives. I'm mostly Irish and then German. Probably like 60-70% Irish and then a little German. Well, no, yeah, like 30% German. I say 30%. I got like 2% Spanish in me, randomly. Which makes sense because my dad has like black hair. Growing up, where we lived, when we lived in Brooklyn, it was like a lot of Puerto Ricans, and my dad had black hair and it was like in an afro. He was like a hippie, so he had this big black afro, and people would see my dad and see me and be like, wait, what? Like, how is it? They're like, your dad is Puerto Rican? People would actually think my dad is Puerto Rican and shit, and then they would get confused, like, what the fuck? Wait, why are you what? That's forces. That's what they what is that, like what Mongolians eat typically? I mean, it's the same as it's mostly like a traditional Asian dinner is usually the same, like everywhere. So we used to like that the family that took me in, they was Thai, but his wife was Chinese, or his girlfriend, she was Chinese. Their side was Chinese, and Vietnamese, Cambodian, everything. But when we all got together for dinner, it was the same. It was rice, fish, bok choy. What else? Fish, bok choy, rice. Usually like the same stuff though, or chicken or something, but shit that actually like your body is supposed to eat. It wasn't nuggets made out of little human babies. Sardinian? What is that? I know I probably sounded crazy just trying to say that. No, I mean, bro, like a lot of people like pineapple on pizza. Plenty of people. A lot of white people love that shit. I actually always felt, until you said that now, I always thought pineapple on pizza was like a white people thing. But I don't know if maybe that's inaccurate. It just sounds like something a white dude would. Hey, let's just throw a fucking pineapple on there. Let's see how it tastes. Maybe I gotta try it again. I don't know. The one time I tried it, it just felt like it wasn't made to be. You know. Oh yeah, yeah. Cause fruit, especially if like Mongolia or somewhere, fruit would probably be like a delicacy. Cause their ground is so dry. You know, they can't like grow shit like they can. Like in Thailand, you just got like damn mango trees all over the place. You know, you could just pick a mango up off the ground, depending on where you live. So the fruit is not. It's probably not valued as much because it's everywhere. Yeah, KC, I can't do it. I can't do it, but people love it. Pineapple and ham. Pineapple, who came up with that idea? Pineapple and ham. Let's fucking mix pineapple and ham and cover it in cheese. He's trying to justify why he likes pineapple on pizza. Like, no, it's because I'm Asian, bro. That's why. So don't judge me. Don't judge me or it's racist. No, I'm playing with you. Pork? Man, fuck that. I need bacon. I need pork chops. I need pork paws. Paws. I need all that pork paws. She's like, you're robbing yourself of it. You know what? Turkey bacon is actually valid though. I fuck with turkey bacon. I kind of like turkey bacon better, I think. I never tried pork belly. Oh no, matter of fact, yeah, I have. But it's called scrapple. I never thought scrapple was like a Philly thing, but when I went out of town and tried to order scrapple, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I didn't know what it was. I'm like, I don't know scrapple. It's fucking like, yeah, and then I ended up finding out it was pig intestines. I'm like, damn, wait, hold on. I didn't realize I was eating pig intestines this whole time. That shit is delicious. It sounds disgusting. Yeah, turkey bacon is fire though. It's like, feels like it's more filling. It's like, you know, it's not as like thin and snaps so easy like pork bacon. It's like, yeah, more filling. Don't got all that grease on it and shit either. Yeah, you know, I mean, honestly, bro, Well, pigs are actually one of the cleanest animals because they like live in because they like are so dirty and like they'll eat anything. Their mouth actually has extra enzymes to compensate, and they have extra enzymes in their stomach and everything. So like a pig intestine would be cleaner than eating intestine of any other animal. The pig intestine is designed to cleanse itself. So actually, some people would think pigs is filthy, and so is pork. But it's actually the opposite. Because pigs are so dirty, their bodies are naturally adapted to cleansing themselves. So pork is actually healthier than a lot of people realize. Because think about beef, bro. Think about you cook a burger, look at all the fucking beef juice, all the grease that drips off it and shit. The only meat that I don't feel like guilty about eating is probably chicken or fish. But hell yeah, we're gonna die anyway, bro. Even if the shit is bad for me, it might as well fucking go out with a bang. Hey, I gotta hop off of here. Damn, I've been on here 3 hours. That's crazy. I gotta hop off of here for a minute. But I'll probably log back on a little bit when I'm driving back out to the store. So yeah, we're gonna make that happen. So, but yeah, I'm gonna log out right now. I'll probably pop back on in like an hour or something if y'all still around. Pull up on me. KC, subscribe. Pull back up. All right, I'll get with y'all.